colonic in the morning and in the evening of every day of this cleanse to keep it moving through you. So you just scrape this mucoid plaque thing. It's key to do those colonics. My colon therapist could not believe what was coming out of my body. The black stuff, it was just insane. Something happened to me for the very first time after I did this cleanse that I've never experienced before in my life. On the 7th day, when I got the last colonic, I got the last intervention out of me, I started to get a vibration right there. And I had no idea what it was. And ever since then, it's been getting stronger and stronger and stronger. I talked to a lot of gurus. They didn't know what I was talking about. I went all over the place. So I said, I went to the bookstore. I'm like, take me, where's the spiritual section? So I started reading through all these books. I learned about all these different things. And I came across this guy named Osho. I don't know if you guys heard of this guy. He's not a guru of mine or anything, but his main teaching is meditation. And he would talk about all the religions, all the scriptures, and all the masters of the religions, such as Jesus Christ, Lao Tzu, Pal Ali. And he would tell fun tales of lies about each one of them that are supposedly true. He would talk about science, psychology. And then one thing that took me by surprise was when he talked about the chakra system. I was like, oh my God, this is the third eye chakra. I was like, there's my answer. So I went to my family, my friends, my brother, this is the third eye chakra I got going on. Big mistake. They thought I was like malnourishing myself and I was getting all these tingly vibrations all over the place. Ridiculous. So later I came across this book, which has blew my mind, Vibrant Health, by this guy who was doing the same thing that I was doing. He gave a scientific explanation for what's going on. He says the pineal gland is located right there. He says it's the organ, it's an antenna that receives that universal cosmic spiritual energy. And it is so powerful, it completely disintegrates. As he went deep into the science, that the thalamus buffers that energy, so it doesn't kill us. And then it sends it to the hypothalamus so we can utilize all that energy. That made my day. So, whenever I meditate, meditation is putting your attention, unwavering focus on a specific point. It could be your breath. It could be sound. It could be a point on the wall. And whenever I meditate, like right now, it starts to vibrate more and more. It's almost like this hollow feeling. It's orgasmic. It's like two magnets opposing each other. It's amazing. If I could tell you I could see energy right now, some of you might leave the room or something, but it's amazing. I mean, when I first was experiencing it, I was like, oh my God. Like, I never wanted to leave, and I did everything in my power not to. But now it's just like my everyday thing. It's just like there. It's amazing. The more I meditate, the stronger it gets. So, I meditated more and more and more. I actually became really extreme with it. You know when you first go 100% raw and you lose all your family and friends? And you have no life whatsoever? Well, when this happened, I moved out of my mom's house after quitting my job at NC Network, so I went straight to Ojai, California, started my own business, and I became an extremist in meditating. And I became more of a wise person, I felt like. I began to notice things. I'm like, wow, there's anger. That's not part of me. There's sorrow. There's happiness. There's other things. I'm like, whoa. And then all of a sudden I began to realize that there was this deep-rooted pain, like a misery. Not like a physical feeling, but some sort of like miserable pain in my body. Like, have you ever been driving in your car all by yourself, without anybody there, and you're just like, ugh, this sucks. This is what I was experiencing. I wanted to get down to the bottom of it. It's not a physical pain, but it was there. So what I did was I took my awareness and attention, my meditation, and I decided to make it to look at that feeling. Most people don't like to look at that. They just want to, eat food instead. It's like painful. So what I did was I was an extremist, wanting to get down to the bottom of this. I would look at it, surrender to it, become the misery, and I began to notice it started to dissipate, and if I lost my awareness, my mind started going, I came back and started over where I left off. And it started to dissipate more and more, and then I realized it disappeared. thought to myself, wow. So I would just look for the next, my new meditation technique was looking for all, I like to call them negative energies that don't feel good. Any feeling that's not some sort of happy feeling, I would just look at it until it dissipated. No matter how subtle it was. If there's like, if I'm not like in this love bliss, obviously there's some negative energy there. So that was my logical mind thinking. And there were a few rare times in my life where I took it so far, to where practically all negative energies were just gone. This is probably one of the best moments of my life, a few of the best moments of my life, besides meeting Angela Stokes and marrying her. But here I was, I felt like a saint. I was like walking this planet, and everything I walked by was just blessed. I was emanating bliss. This was the first time I actually came out of my mind, and I actually saw what was in front of me. If anybody came out of their head right now and saw what was in front of them, you would realize that you live on a psychedelic planet and you would feel like you're on a drug trip ready to cry. Do you realize that we are like, this is universal empty space right here, and we're just like emanating from it, and there's solid objects in this space. Gravity is holding us down. Look at all the colors. Oh my God, look at your shirt. This is what it was like, and here I was walking, this is bliss. It was unbelievable. When there was no negative energy left, what was there left to meditate on? All there was blood. So that's where I focused my attention. And then I noticed, like, all of a sudden a car would drive by, and I would sense all this negative energy. So my loving attention focus went straight into there, and I started to watch that dissipate, and I realized I had become a healer at this moment in time. First you heal yourself. Buddha say first you heal yourself, then you can heal the outside world. I thought that was pretty cool. I mean, this whole entire little fun time I had only lasted an hour, but it was probably one of the best hours of my life. And it's happened many times. Should I go a little bit deeper into the sort of thing? You guys? Okay. So, me and Angela, we do this meditation technique together. It's called eye gazing, where we just stare each other right in the pupil. And we've done that for hours on end before. And it's a very easy meditation because there's someone to reflect off of. And people who have done this have reported many things. Like they have seen auras. People have seen the person's face shift, like shape shift. People think that's like past lives, possibly. Some people think they see energy. Me and Angela have done it so deep and for so long to where almost just everything just turned into energy. And I was like looking at that beautiful goddess, and she was just like in this bliss, like in wonder. I've seen that face many times when we have done this. It was unreal. Now, for those of you that are probably thinking, cuckoo, cuckoo, let me give you some logical explanations here real quick. It's scientifically proven what you see in front of you is not really what's going on. Your brain takes all these energies and colors and puts that right in front of you, what you're seeing.